When we talk about 7,000 Rand versus 7,000
euros. When you said euro.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of money, and I think those are the biggest challenges for the South Africans when they go over.
Welcome back to another fabulous episode of CT Chronicles Season 3. I'm very excited about this episode because I get to hand over to my tame racing driver from Hertz. It's Julian. Welcome.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Sure, third season running and you're here with us. I mean, we were just talking about the fact that we started small and here we are, another presenter. I'm here to ask you a few questions about the fabulous brand that is Hertz. So let's talk about why the partnership with Corporate Traveller is so important to you.
So here I am once again, thank you. Our partnership, I think, is based on shared values. And, the last 3 years, we've actually learned from one another, which is always good. Our core values was reliability, innovation, technology, and of course, ultimately, satisfying the customer.
I agree that partnership between Corporate Traveller and Hertz has really grown and flourished because of the like-mindedness in terms of how we want to service our customer and our SME at the end of the day. And I mean, like, since we last spoke to you in Season 2, I'd love to know sort of a top-line update from you. What's happening with Hertz?
On the Hertz front, we've invested in a new rental platform, which we're very excited for, which we should be rolling out in April 2026. It's not easy rolling out a new platform, but I think it will make us different. And I think we're fortunate. We've been increasing our market share year on year, which is great news. And our customer service scoring has improved. Our Google reviews, we bench ourselves not to have a score below 4, and in all our locations we've achieved that, and we can build from there.
Absolutely. And I mean, what was like the biggest trigger for Hertz when it came to saying we need to release a platform, we need to jump into this new aspect of booking?
We have to embrace the AI. A traveller can now go to any of those platforms and he can say, I would like to go to Cape Town, I would like to visit some wine farms, I would then like to do the garden route and possibly drop off the vehicle in Port Elizabeth. Give me some hotels, give me flights, give me car rental. And it will plot it out for that person, which, people can say that's quite scary. What do we do with our staff members? Where do they? But we have to embrace that. We still need to focus on that personalized service with the clients when they fetch their vehicles. And the same with Corporate Traveller when they actually do the booking and the reservation. That will never go away. I've traveled many times overseas, and sometimes I land at 11 o'clock at night and I realize, shucks, but I've got my planning a bit wrong. So people need to embrace AI. I don't think it's going to replace people. I just think it will definitely make us more productive. And it's quite an exciting journey that's ahead of us.
Elevate the end user's experience. And Hertz is all about elevation. It's all about growing, like you mentioned now. And there's a whole lot of new stuff that's also entered into Hertz's offering. We can talk about the electric vehicles that you brought into market. It's a Corolla Cross, if I remember.
Yeah, so not quite electric yet. We were one of the first car rental companies to start with a hybrid. Our plan is to introduce full electric vehicles. However, I think in the rest of the world, they were obviously a much quicker adapters of the electric vehicle, but they also learned some hard lessons. When people travel and they don't know sort of the lay of the land, they're a bit nervous to take an electric vehicle. Where do I charge the vehicle? And South Africa's sort of charging network has improved, about 50% that it's improved, so there's a lot more charging points. So we will definitely look at at possibly next year introducing full electric. We still believe that your hybrid and your plug-in hybrid vehicles will still be more favorable. So while the opportunity is there, we definitely will be looking at launching drive electric next year.
You've also brought something in called Platinum Plus Zero Waiver. Do you want to elaborate on that and what that will ultimately mean to the end user, to an SME or a traveller?
So we said, how can we add value? Instead of just looking at your price, let's add some value and offer a product that gives you zero liability. If you don't be gentle to a rental like some clients are, there will be consequences. But it's just for that ease of use and the returning of the vehicle. And if you've looked after our vehicle nicely and the odd little scratch happens or something like that, you covered.
Definitely, I think it's a great peace of mind for travellers, especially at drop-off. Everybody gets a little bit nervous and they think to themselves, did I hit that pavement? I'm sure I didn't. Checks hubcap. There's always the moment when we drop off the vehicle.
Exactly.
Are there any further updates that Hertz is bringing? I mean, like I said, you guys are evolving so much that market share is growing. You've done something fabulous, and I'm sure we spoke about it before, but it's the Suzuki Swift going into Group A, such a massive point for corporates who are so used to the typical Group B hiring.
At Hertz, it's premium. That's our premium product. We try and have our fleet that's not older than 12 months. And we also try and bring all the new models for the clients to experience. And then we said, well, Group A is normally where there's a lot of competition, and we said we would like to add value, and we now guarantee you a Suzuki Swift in that class. So if you do book a Group A, that is the only vehicle we have in that group, and it's doing extremely well for us.
I have to agree with you. It's revolutionized everything when it comes to that perception around Group A and Group B, and it's created some amazing shift in the market. And then, we look at Hertz in its entirety as a global entity. The difference between a local product versus the international product, and like how it sometimes can be challenging for South African business travelers to hire a car internationally.
I think in the international space, the focus is on self-service, which there is definitely a market for self-service. A lot of people want to say, well, I want to pre-register, I want to get off the airplane, I want to go to a little ATM kiosk, I want to type in a code, I want to take my key and I want to go. For us, we're not there yet. We would still like to have that personal interaction with our clients, walk them to their car, assist them pairing their phone, Bluetooth, and helping them. And then I think the main sort of thing is when South Africans go overboard and they don't understand the liabilities completely, and they normally get high excess amounts, and then it's euro-based. When we talk about 7,000 Rand versus 7,000
euros. When you said euro.
Yeah, it's quite a lot of money, and I think those are the biggest challenges for the South Africans when they go over.
Yeah, no, I was very nervous. I rented a car in Scotland to drive up from Edinburgh up to Inverness, and I don't think I've ever seen that many roundabouts in my life, and I didn't know yield right, go, yield stop, go. I'm almost certain I caused about 6 accidents, but the car got there safely and I was terrified. Yeah, so it would have been great to have that sort of feedback and knowledge pre-journey, and I love that sort of personal touch that will make someone like me who is not a great driver have a bit more knowledge in my drive. All right, Julian, sticking with the car theme, because we're speaking to Hertz. This segment is 6 questions in 60 seconds. They'll be gone in 60 seconds. Haval or Armada?
Haval.
Haval, not offended. Right, brilliant. This is good. James Bond or Mission Impossible?
James Bond.
On a man of class, shaken and not stirred. Brilliant. Peter Steph du Toit or Eben Etzebeth?
Peter Steph de Toy.
Ooh. Now, the next question I'm going to ask you is, it's a follow or unfollow. I'm going to give you two choices, and you're going to let me know who you would follow or who you would unfollow. So would it be Suzal DIY, or would it be Skulk Bezuidenhout?
I think Skulk.
You'd follow him or unfollow him?
I think I'd follow him.
You'd follow him, and Suzal?
Follow?
You'd follow both?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if we can have a follow of both. Can we? Yeah, okay. We'll let you be Switzerland for now.
Skulk rents from us, I have to say that.
Oh. So you can see we've got a globe in front of us. As I've mentioned to our previous guests, that it is not just here for show. I'm going to spin it, and you're going to tell me when to stop. And whatever my finger lands on, I'm going to ask you two questions around it that hopefully you can answer. I mean, you were in Paris and London last week, so I mean, you should be able to answer these questions. Are you ready?
Ready. Stop.
Oh, wow. That wasn't a joke. It ended up there. Russia.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think the legal driving age is in Russia?
I would assume 16.
16. Oh, wow. And drive it like you rent it.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And then, do they drive on the left side of the road, or do they drive on the right?
I would say they drive on the right-hand side of the road.
The right-hand side of the road? They do. You did it. Well, I hate to tell you this, but the first question where you said you think they're 16 because they do drive pretty badly is wrong.
What's the age?
18.
18, okay.
Okay, so like us, even then I still question, right?
Yeah.
I remember how I drove when I was 18.
Well, at least it's 50%.
You are a pretty traveled human being. So the next section is called Travel Quiz Trivia. It involves 3 questions, which I'm going to hand to you. And there's a leaderboard involved in terms of who's going to scale their way to the top or who may hang at the bottom. And we'll obviously know at the end of the season. Okay, so the first question I have for you is, what country has the most time zones?
The most time zones. Is it Brazil?
No, it's France.
Okay.
The next question I have for you is, what is the largest island in the world that is not a continent?
Wow. I have no idea.
No idea.
No idea.
Oh, we're going to have to lock that answer in, aren't we? Yeah, we are. It's Greenland.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a Hertz in Greenland.
This is good to know.
Yes.
Now it's good for you to know too.
I won't forget that.
You can make that a selling point later on in a brochure.
I won't forget that.
And then the final question, especially given your partners in the Hertz brand, where is the Golden Gate Bridge?
That is in San Francisco.
Of course, because you've got friends and partners in the USA as Hertz. Yes. I don't know if you want to name them now. You can go ahead.
No, I was fortunate that I've been there on a conference, so that question was fair.
And to close off, looking to 2026, in a few words, how would you describe the year coming for Hertz?
In 3 words, I would say our new dynamic.
Brilliant, Julian. Thank you so much. It's been brilliant chatting to you, putting a couple of miles on our conversation as well. And with that, everybody, we're very excited to have had Julian from Hertz in studio with us to answer a couple of questions around cars. So I'm going to put my handbrake down, put myself into gear, and say goodbye to CT Chronicles Season 3 of this episode. See you on the next one. Cheers.